Hello guys, this is Space Arbors Gaming here, and this is the Call of Duty Infinite Warfare Black Sky campaign mission video. A couple weeks ago I did the reveal trailer, and I figured with this one I'd do the same. Because why the fuck not? So my position has changed maybe a little bit. I'm still very much about buying this. I'm still going to try this game out. The reveal trailer got over 3 million dislikes, and that's fine. People are gonna hate. People are gonna try to disrespect Call of Duty. That's fine. Whatever makes you feel good about yourself, do what you want. But one of the complaints I have with this is that they skip the initial part of the level, right? This starts off after the initial attack, so you don't see the parade that is supposed to take place. You don't actually see what happens before. But I'm going to assume that this is probably the first level of the game, like the opener level, similar to Ghost, in which you start off in space and then the whole space platform weapon thing gets attacked by the Russians or whatever the fuck. And then, you start going down to the ghosts with the father and the sons, and then everything just kind of blows up, and like, I'm not gonna lie. I think Ghost is probably one of the dumbest games ever. As a Call of Duty fan, I will openly admit that I think that Call of Duty Ghost overall is probably one of the dumbest games I've ever played. Like, I've ever seen. I mean, I want it because I'm a Call of Duty fan. I've played Call of Duty since basically day one. So that's the reason. I want to finish it. I want to get the trophies for it. But I will say that this right now, I think Call of Duty Ghost is the worst Call of Duty. I'm not saying that because I want to be the same as everyone else. No, I've watched Call of Duty gameplay from that game, and Wily the dog's probably the only thing I really remember about that game. And you go into space, and the fish move, guys. The fish actually move. Alright, so here we go. I'm going to skip this nonsense. They're basically talking about, thank you for watching, yada yada. It starts out after the parade, yada yada yada, blah blah blah. Alright, so yeah, I kind of wish that they show the parade, but they don't. They show basically the attack, and then, after the parade gets attacked or whatever, then you start off. So here we go. I'm going to pause it every now and again to give my thoughts about it, but here we go.
Massive attack.
Unknown. Unidentified dominant ships. You are moving into restricted.
Alright, let's first off stop it right here. Now, as I mentioned in the reveal trailer video, robots play a part. Now, obviously, we're going to see robots. It's like, I'm not really sure what the time period is. I don't know if that information has been put out there. But I'm going to assume that this is late 21st century to early 22nd century. The fact that we're going to go across the solar system, I'm going to say that we're probably at the most in the early parts of the 22nd century. Maybe like the year 2200, 2201. In terms of the past, how far back I think this is, I'm going to say that this is probably going to be in the 2090s. At least late 2080s to 2090s is where I'm going to put it in terms of relatively close to all time. That's about as close as I'm gonna go. 2095, maybe. I'm gonna say that, 2095 is the closest that we are to probably like 2205 is as far as I'm gonna go into the future. So 2095 to 2205, so about 10 years. I'm gonna put it there somewhere in those 10 years. Is where I'm thinking this game is setting. So, robots, yeah, okay. I think it's a decent looking game. Is it the best looking game? I don't really know. But it's definitely a pretty game.
Shit! Take cover!
Group up! Stay close!
Keep moving to the tower!
Ethan! Take point. Lead us out.
Aye, sir. Civilians up ahead.
Hold your fire.
You okay, sir? Get yourself to safety. Get off the street. Head indoors. Left, up the stairs. You hearing that?
Something's incoming!
Get out of here!
Get closer.
I just want to say this. Isn't that the alien from Mass Effect?
You hearing that?
Something's incoming!
Listen really close. I'm pretty sure the voice actor for this next section right here. I'm pretty sure that's the voice actor for one of the aliens in Mass Effect. The one with the mask. Listen.
Get out of here!
Isn't that the one that says "Get out of here"? I'm pretty sure that is the voice actor for like the Quarian. I'm gonna say.
Get out of here!
Yeah, there's gotta be. If that is not the voice actress for the alien in Mass Effect, then they got a really good they got someone that sounds like her. If that is not the same person, then they got someone that sounds like her.
Get closer.
Heads up!
Ryan!
I'm gonna calm this down a little
Comms are still
bit,
down, sir.
because it's fucking loud.
Ada's tower's dead ahead!
We're getting close.
C6's dropping in.
Tango's at the back!
You know what these things remind me of? Advanced Warfare. Remember in Advanced Warfare you had those little pods that would come down? You know? I actually like that. That was probably one of the coolest parts about Advanced Warfare. Was like the first level of the game has you literally being ejected Halo style out of an I don't know what the fuck you came out of, like a blimp thing. I don't know. It was some kind of airborne thing. I'm gonna call it a blimp because it wasn't like a ship of any kind. It was like a blimp. But you got like ejected Halo style out of these pods from this thing, you know, and it was just kind of cool. Like, what a way to start a Call of Duty game, having you literally being ejected from this thing that gets exploded 2 seconds after you eject from it. And then you get blown off course, and then you kind of like punch through a fucking skyscraper, you know, and then you land on another skyscraper, and then you kind of like jet down, you know, to the ground level. That's what this reminds me of. These fucking like landing pods. That's what it reminds me of.
Get guns on them! Spots! Behind those crates! 1 o'clock!
Pick up the pace! Push through!
I know I'm pausing this a lot, but one of the things I would like to see is destructibility. You know, it's like 2016. Like, can't we have the pillows chipping? I mean, come on, guys. I understand that like you're pushing the envelope by going to into space, but really, come on, guys. Let's at least have some like environmental damage here. You know, have the stuff chip. Have the lights burst if you shoot them. You know, just like let's just have more of an effect on the environment next time, guys. That's all I'm saying. I want to feel like I'm actively participating in the environment. Like shit's actually being destroyed in these gunfights.
Lead on fire! Cover me!
Spots! 11 o'clock!
Stock out!
Lieutenant Salter, take us out.
Raj, this way!
Right, dead ahead!
What's up? I just want to make sure that, yeah, I got the best quality. I want to actually give you guys the best possible quality. Obviously, alright, so we have something. I'm pretty sure this is going to be a kill streak. A fucking bug thing that he just launched. I'm going to try to get a picture for you. There it is. So that I think is gonna be like a low to mid tier kill streak. If I was going to have to guess, I'm gonna say that's between 3 to 5 kills. This little fucking spiral bomb thing, I'm gonna say that's between 3 to 5 kills. It's gonna be one of those low to mid tier kill streak rewards. I'm guessing. Probably 4 to 5 kills. That's probably where you're gonna get this. Oh, hey, hold on. See the use of these jetpack things. Now, a lot of people, when the reveal trailer came out, they were bitching about this. Alright? They were bitching about, oh shit, look at this. You know, boots on the ground isn't happening. No, dumbass, look at this. It's clearly a jetpack. Okay, he has a jetpack on. That's why he's hovering in the sky like that. You know, he's not just jumping up 50 feet in the air. Like, there's a reason why he's in midair. He has a jetpack on. So to me, like, boots on the ground is a thing. On this, at least on this level, it's a thing. Now, I don't know about like other levels, but at least this is boots on the ground, and that, I like that. Like I'm gonna say that I wasn't really opposed to the other ways, like in Black Ops 3 and Advanced
Seth has
Warfare.
been trying to take control for years, Ethan.
But like Call of Duty really shouldn't be about jumping 50 feet in the air and walking on walls. Like, no. I will give Advanced Warfare this. When you were climbing on the walls, you know, in the story at least, it made sense. Because when you were in the campaign of Advanced Warfare, when you were climbing the walls of that building during the hostage mission, you saw your glove reconfiguring itself so that you could climb. It made sense because the game told you why it was happening. But just jumping 50 feet in the air and walking on walls, that never made sense to me, and that to me made it look fake and wasn't real. I didn't feel like that should happen. Like, I don't care that I have an exosuit. I don't care that I'm more robotic than human. That doesn't make sense to me. Climbing the walls made sense because you saw how it worked, why you could do it, you know? So I bought that. I bought why I could climb on vertical walls, you know, because it was explained in game. But I've always been about real boots on the ground motion. Now, I don't care about the sliding stuff, because you can slide in real life. That's not all that impossible. You know, the leaning mechanic, alright, that's a good addition to the game. The sliding, a good addition. Jumping 50 fucking feet in the air and walking on walls like a fucking spider should never have been part of the fucking game, ever fucking ever. Because it made Call of Duty more about, look how fast I can walk on walls. And it was about, oh, you know, I'm a spider. I can get over here. Now I'm over here. Like, it really made it really hard to really be good, because your opponent could just spider his way out of the fucking situation. Oh shit, I'm about to die. Just fucking spider my way out of this. All I'm saying is I'm happy to see that boots on the ground again. At least on this level. You know, at least on this level, boots on the ground.
They knew our whole fleet was here.
There's movement inside.
Reyes, pie that door. I'll clear in behind you.
Kim first.
I see one.
Careful! They'll start! Let's get out there.
What the hell is that thing even doing? It looks like it's vaporizing them. Another thing I wanna show. Hold on. See that? Now that's probably because of the little spider thing he threw out. But it looks like you have some kind of ability to see through walls. Now that might be the camera just spotting the enemy so that you know, okay, he's there. But yeah, it definitely looks like you can see through walls in this. That might be the spider. It might not be. I'm not entirely sure.
Let's get out there.
All stations, Marines are pinned down. Gold teams cannot advance. We need immediate suppression.
Cliff, this is Top Cat. How copy?
Fives, Admiral. Send traffic.
I need your air.
Now here's one problem I have with this game. It might be brief, alright? It might be like not important.
Send traffic.
Okay, look at the vehicles. Alright, now this is going to easily be late 24th century. At the very least, we're going to be looking at the later half of the 24th century. But these vehicles don't look futuristic. They don't. These things look like they could be out today. These things don't look like they're from the future. At least as far into the future as this should be. So, like, obviously, by this point in time, we won't have driver cars. Everything will be driverless. Now, you might have the ability to take control, but cars will be mostly driverless. You're just going to sit back and read your news pod thing. I don't know. You know, you're going to look at your Google Glass, your Apple Pad thing, you know, and you won't be using paper. So, I don't know. These cars look like they might be from like 2016, 2017. You know, some kind of car that you might see today or in the next 2 years. You know, they don't look like they're going to be in the future. They just don't look futuristic to me. Like, at this point in time, I would imagine that we'd have hover cars. That we would have, like, magnets in our roads. And, you know, you just drive, like, I don't know, maybe like a foot off the ground. I don't know, it just doesn't... This, to me, kind of pulls me out of the experience. Because it doesn't look like it fits. I'm one of those kind of people that looks for things like this. Because it doesn't fit what the rest of the game is implying.
I need your airship drawing fire at the tower for ground force cover.
Clear, sir. Inbound hot.
Let's cut through here. Zeta forces, blue!
Hold your fire! Lieutenant Reyes, get your jackals in the air for fire support.
Roger that, sir.
Stop! Medic!
Retribution, this is 1-1.
Go for it.
What was his nationality?
Lieutenant Reyes, get your jackals in the air.
America. He's the United States. Alright. What other woman? Could we tell what her nationality was?
Zeta forces, blue!
Oh, she is... what country is that? World flags. Alright, I'm sorry that I'm kind of doing something else for the moment here, but I really want to know what country this is. Alright, it's red, white, and with a looking like a tree. Alright, so... Oh, jeez. Alright, I'm going to assume... I'm hoping... Alright, let me just... Oh, jeez. I just want to know what country this is. Alright. So it was, what was it? It was red... It was red, white, red with a green tree in the middle. Red. Oh my god. Come on, let me fucking pan down, goddammit. Oh, okay, hold on. I don't think this is all the nations, you know. You know, I don't know. You know, it's not important. It's probably like some Middle Eastern country.
Blue!
Hold your fire! Lieutenant Reyes, get your jackals in the air for fire support.
Roger that, sir.
Stop! Medic!
So up at the little
Retribution, this
detail.
is 1-1.
Go for it. 1-1.
Gator, I need Scar 3 airborne for interdiction. Call for fire to follow.
Copy, Lieutenant. Time to target 1 mic.
Tomcat to go. Air is inbound for suppression.
Yeah, that kind of reminds me of
We're
the
taking this
Soldier
hill.
Hill.
Interdiction, call for fire to follow.
Doesn't he kind of look like a Halo soldier? Like he kind of looks like a Halo soldier, like one of the grunts you might see in a Halo game. That's what he reminds me of.
Lieutenant, time to target one mic.
Tomcat to go. Air is inbound for suppression. Once they engage, we're taking this hill.
Roger, Tomcat. Goals are in place.
Eclipse, go weapons free.
Let's get to the tower! Go, go, go!
Hill! Move it! Yeah!
Move up.
Up the hill! Go! No! Stop! Keep moving! Hold the line! Push!
Look at that. Now I don't care who you are. Like, just look at this. You got these massive fucking ships. Like, and I'm gonna assume that these are like enemy ships. These are bad ships. But it's just like, look at this. You got airplanes over here. You got massive battleships up here. You know, it's just, if you're gonna tell me that looking at this doesn't make you at least want to try the game out, then you are blatantly lying right now. And I will not allow you to lie. Like, come on now. At the very least, this is gonna make you at least want to try the game. You know, maybe the story, first level at the very least. You know, I mean, come on now. You're gonna at least play this, at least this level, at least. You may not play the game itself, but you're gonna at least try it after seeing this.
Keep moving! Get the cover! Watch it! Watch it!
Need you on the left flank, 2-6, take the right.
Can we like see where that came from?
Keep moving! Yeah!
So this is like reveal trailer stuff right here.
No! Stop! Keep moving! Hold the line! Push through! Keep moving! Cover!
Oh, it looks like it just kind of, I don't know.
On the left flank, 2-6, take the right.
There's just so much awesome right here. You know, hold on. You know what this reminds me of? This gun here? It's when it's reloading. This reminds me of like a war at war kind of gun. You know, I think that it might have been a Black Ops 3 kind of variant, what kind of loads the same. But yeah, this is definitely kind of reminding me of like one of those like old World War II war at war guns that loaded from the side. What the hell was the name of that gun that loaded from the side? I don't fucking know. I'm sure someone can like tell me what the fuck the name of that gun is. But that's what it reminds me of. It reminds me of that gun that you load from the side at World at War. What was the name of the gun? You know, I can't tell if this is like a bullet gun or one of those like futuristic guns.
Beating us down!
It could just be like a bullet gun, but it also could be like an energy gun. I'm not really sure.
The airship's got bots.
I mean, it does look like it's blue, so. Alright, so it looks like you can like, it looks like you can kind of like log in to stuff and then destroy it that way. So it kind of looks like you can hack into systems. Like you can lock on to a system and then like self-destruct. I mean, that's cool, I guess. That's a neat idea. I mean, how often it's going to be used.
He's down!
Good kill, sir! Target destroyed!
Solid hack, Reyes!
Force up! Tower's at the top of the hill!
This is one of the best looking Call of Duties I've ever seen. Now, if only they had more like environmental damage, like chipping of walls, you know, and like actual damage to stuff, then oh my god, you know, Battlefield just got bitch slapped.
3-1 in position for gun run.
Like if that had,
Too much activity. Need you
if
to mark
this
the
game
target.
had like environmental damage, like chipping wood and doors that get destroyed as you shoot them, you know, coupled with going into space, then Battlefield might as well just go home because it's not winning. This is Call of Duty all the way. I mean, obviously, you know, I want to give Battlefield 1 a chance, you know, because I mean, I've always wanted to play a World War I Battlefield, kind of like any military World War I era game I would love to play. So I'm really hoping that I can get Battlefield 1 and this game this year. Cause if I can, I'm gonna be a happy gamer. I'm gonna be a fucking happy ass fucking gamer.
For me.
Request for fire. Target is marked.
Roger. Target acquired. Inbound hot. Shots out. Shots out. Three-second bandits. Bugging out.
Let's go!
This is
Raider
just
to
me.
main.
This is just me. But I'm kind of hoping that when you start the game, it gives you like a history of the world. You know, like, okay, we went to the moon in 1969, you know, and then the world united afterwards. Like, we went to the moon, you know, let's now really start pushing, you know, towards like colonization of space. You know, and then of course the formation of the UNSA, probably like the early parts of the 21st century. Like, I don't know, maybe like 2030. You know, and then like you send them out like in the 50s. 2050, 2060, send these people out. They get radicalized. They you know, they don't feel like they're part of Earth anymore. So you get this like splinter group, you know, and then like 2090, you know, to the early parts of the 22nd century, you have this happen. That'd be cool. I don't think that's gonna happen. I think it's basically just be like, you know, we were celebrating and then the attack happened. And but I'm really hoping they do like a timeline where it's like explaining the like how the UNSA formed and all that stuff. But I don't think it's gonna happen.
Lieutenant Salter and I need birds.
Aye, sir. 3-2 will escort to your position.
Lay down fire. Changing mag.
On station, available for tasking.
3-1, target marked.
Roger, inbound for gun run. Guns, guns, guns!
1 o'clock.
Copy, disengaging.
Lieutenants, I'm ordering all available airships into low orbit. Get yourself winged up for low.
Let's mount up.
Look what they did to us, Reyes.
Alright, so we see over here, we have a hover and we have a flight. Which to me means that at some point we might be able to switch between a hover function and a flight function. So there might be levels where it's like you can switch in between these in your airplane. Autopilot on and off, that might just be like non-negotiable. Like that just might just be like you're always gonna have autopilot. I don't know. 30 millimeters, 50 mil. You might be able to switch the caliber here. So maybe like if you need a 50 millimeter, you can switch. I don't know. Be kind of cool if you could switch these right here. I don't know what ECM is. That's obviously the compass. That's probably the I don't know what this number here is. This 1.52778 thing.
Let's go get him, Saul.
To all available craft, retribution.
Just pause it right there. Just look at this. You got 3 ships launching off. You know, you got a city under fire. You got flames. You got smoke. The sun is setting. It's just beautiful, man. It's just fucking beautiful.
Is in pursuit, but we are losing ground. We need to leave atmosphere now.
1-2, copy. Let's go get him.
Retribution, this is the Eclipse. Trailing your starboard.
Scars, fold in. We're going upstairs.
Pitching 90 for horizontal thrust. All ahead full.
Go flight. 1-1, good throttle.
1-2, good throttle.
Nominal gain. Going for 21,000. Atmospheric drag. Full stand by to redirect.
You got eyes on this, Reyes?
Affirmative. Let's get in there.
Target's at 11 o'clock. On me!
All Scars, engage the next destroyer.
Incoming missile.
Flares! Flares!
Incoming missile.
They're launching skelters!
Hang up, 7, hold stick. Let's accelerate. Second one, right. Kaboom! Enemy ship down.
Good filter, sir.
Yeah, my day's unloaded supplies. Don't go away. Missiles in the air, missiles in the air. Country, check right, country, check right.
Good effect on target.
Right. Going to take the
Incoming
breeze.
missile. Warning. Physical damage.
All six, check with 1, Dagger. Get on! Take 4, take 2. All six, RSP, splash trap, 1934. EW.
Last one, Raider!
Sir, 1 SETDEF ship in the AO, still active.
Well, alright. I'm pretty sure that just answered that question. I just saw this change. So that might be evidence that you can in fact switch in between flight mode and hover mode. And I'm pretty sure... yeah, look, he's using 50 millimeters.
Use your cannons, Reyes.
So I think so it definitely looks like you can switch between 30 millimeters and 50 millimeters and hover and flight mechanics at will. It looks like you can choose what to do. So yeah, you know, I thought this was like automatic, or maybe it was just like, you know, like cosmetic. But yeah, it definitely looks like you can switch. That's kind of cool.
Incoming missile.
Air defenses are offline!
Incoming missile.
Alright, and I think the only thing that might show up now is like if you pre-order, you get the terminal level. Yeah, whatever. So I'm gonna say this right now. I said this I'm pretty sure I said this when I did the reveal trailer video, but I am convinced that this could easily be one of the greatest Call of Duties. I mean, it could also be a massive flop. It could be a fucking ghost, you know, Call of Duty. It could be a big flop, or it could be a massive success. And I'm holding hope. You know, you might call me an idiot for that, but I'm holding hope that this is probably, like, this is going to be the Modern Warfare of this generation. You know, that this is going to be the COD 4 of the PS4. Well, the COD 4 was the PS3 greatest Call of Duty hit. I'm hoping that Infinite Warfare is the PS4's Call of Duty's greatest hit thus far. Be honest with you, I was kind of hoping that we would get another Advanced Warfare. I think this is the same studio that did that. I might be wrong. With the three studios, I kind of get confused on what is being made by who. I think Sledgehammer is the next one. Yeah, I'm pretty sure Sledgehammer is the next one up. Because I think it's like Treyarch, Sledgehammer, and Infinity Ward. So I think Sledgehammer is the next one to make their game, and I can't fucking remember what the fuck they made. It might have been Ghost. It might have been. I'm not sure. But yeah. So I'm optimistic. Obviously the big sell is going to be space combat. That's going to be what makes them sell. Is the idea of fighting in space. Now like the ground part, I'm pretty sure is going to be good. Like the combat on the ground and the inside the spaceships, because you're gonna be able to go into the ships, right? I think that's going to be a pretty solid experience. My concern is going to be when you get into your Jackal and you start fighting. That to me is what I'm concerned about. Is it going to be good? Is the space combat experience going to be up to the task? Is it going to be up to the Call of Duty standards? Or is that going to be its weak point? You know? Are they like saying, you know, we're going to go into space and then the space part is the weakest link? I don't know. Obviously, I'm optimistic. Now that I'm actually seeing gameplay and not just like a trailer, I'm more convinced than ever that this is going to be at least a good game. Maybe not the greatest, but it's going to be good. It's going to at least be better than Ghost. Which, I mean, considering, that's not all that hard because Ghost was pretty bad. The only thing I can really remember about Ghost was that, oh look, the fish move, and the dog, and the fact that you go into space for like a level or two. You know, so... Oh, and you know, you fight... You know, there's this big attack with tanks and shit. You know, you have this massive battle for this like radar platform thing, and you have tanks and you got choppers and you have the weapon platform in space, you know, and you're shelling them with the wads of death, and you know, you have the train, you know, that comes alongside this whole thing. You know, it's just, That's all I remember about Ghost. There's parts that I remember, but really, the dog, the massive battle for the weapons space platform, the fish moving thing. There's not really much else I can really remember. I don't remember any of the sons or the dad's name. I don't remember any of the human characters. I don't remember the bad guy's name. In fact, all the humans, I don't really remember what the fuck they look like or what their names are. The dog I remember because it's Wiley, the dog. But yeah, I mean, if I can't even remember any of the characters, that just tells you how dumb the game must be. I mean, for fuck's sake, I remember Price from Modern Warfare series. I remember Soap. I remember Ghost. But like seriously, if you don't know who Ghost is, then you need to fucking get a reality check. Like, everyone knows who Ghost is. Like, I mean, even if you don't play Call of Duty, you know who Ghost is. I mean, that's like fucking like the moon, is in the sky. It's kind of obvious. Anyway, guys, see you later.